2018 Volkswagen Beetle. 2018 Volkswagen Beetle review on. This appealing two-door offers a compelling blend of style, performance, comfort and features. 3.5-star overall. Few cars on the road are more iconic than Volkswagen's Beetle. Yet the newest generation model that debuted for the 2012 model year has never been a big seller in the way the original and the more recent new Beetle were. That's really a shame, because the 2018 VW Beetle is an appealing little two-door that offers a compelling blend of style, performance, comfort and features. For 2018, things have been simplified a bit in Beetle land. There are fewer trim levels with the demise of the performance-oriented line. But a new special edition coast trim level that features special beach-themed styling has been added. Okay, so some cutesy retro pastiche lives on. There's also a new engine standard on every Beetle, including the vaguely off-roadish Dune version. A 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder replaces the old 1.8-liter, and although both produce the same output, 174 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque, the new 2.0-liter nets an extra 3 miles per gallon in combined city highway driving. Some familiar downsides are still around, including less cargo space and a higher price than most other competing hatchbacks. But if you're looking for a compact car with some character, giving the Beetle a chance could definitely be worth it. What's new? For 2018, there only is one engine available, a new turbocharged 2.0-liter four-cylinder that replaces the previous turbo 1.8-liter engine. They have the same maximum power, but the new one is more fuel efficient. Note that VW used to sell a more powerful turbo 2.0-liter engine in the Reline trim level, but both have been discontinued. There are other changes to trim levels and option packages. Finally, like every 2018 Volkswagen, the Beetle gets a new 6-year warranty. We would select a base Beetle S with the Style and Comfort package. That package gets you a wealth of desirable equipment, including an upgraded tech interface that features Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. At the same time, it doesn't seem as if you get enough by stepping up to this A. If you're looking for max Beetle style, the tasteful new Coast Edition could be worth a look, since it adds several stylish add-ons to the Style and Comfort package. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Volkswagen Beetle is a two-door hatchback that seats 4 people. There are 4 trim levels: S, Coast, Say and Dune. The Dune boasts a slightly raised suspension for more ground clearance, but otherwise all are mechanically the same. For 2018, that includes in the engine bay as well. Every Beetle comes standard with a turbocharged 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine good for 174 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. A 6-speed automatic is the only transmission available. The base S comes standard with 16-inch alloy wheels, LED running lights, heated mirrors, a rear-view camera, height-adjustable front seats, cloth upholstery, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, Bluetooth, the composition color 5-inch touchscreen interface, 1 USB port, and an 8-speaker sound system that includes a CD player, an auxiliary audio jack and a media player interface. The Style and Comfort package for the S adds 17-inch wheels, automatic headlights, automatic wipers, extra body-colored exterior trim, keyless ignition and entry, an auto-dimming rear-view mirror, leatherette upholstery, heated front seats, satellite radio, the composition media 6.3-inch touchscreen, HD and satellite radios, and VW CarNet App Connect adds various smartphone integration apps, most notably Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The special edition Coast trim includes all of the above plus a sunroof, blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert systems, and special design elements: a unique deep sea teal paint option, a surfboard-look dash pad, houndstooth cloth upholstery and special floor mats. The Coast Light package adds Bixenon headlights and LED taillights. The Say includes all of the Coast's extra equipment apart from the special design elements. It also adds dual-zone automatic climate control and VW CarNet security and service emergency communications. Its SE premium package adds 18-inch wheels, front and rear parking sensors, the Bixenon headlights, LED taillights, a Fender audio system, and the Discover Media 6.3-inch touchscreen that essentially adds a navigation system to the composition media system. The Beetle Dune features extra ground clearance, a wider track, special exterior design elements, 18-inch wheels, faux leather and cloth upholstery, front sport seats, and all of the SE Premium's added elements apart from Discover Media touchscreen, which is not available. Blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert systems, and VW CarNet security and service are also not available on the Dune. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically comes in multiple versions that are fundamentally similar. The S in this review are based on our full test of the 2016 Volkswagen Beetle 1.8T Dune Turbo 1.8 liters inline-4, 6-speed automatic, FWD. Note: since this test was conducted, the current Beetle has received some revisions, including a new engine that's now standard in every variation, including the Dune. Our findings remain broadly applicable to this year's Beetle. 0. Driving. Accelerations should be strong whether you're pulling away from a stoplight or looking to overtake on the freeway. But braking effort is higher than anticipated because the brakes aren't quick to respond. The Dune's raised ride height and comfort-oriented suspension hamper handling. Acceleration. The Beetle gets a new 2.0-liter turbo engine for 2018, but given that it has the same output as its 1.8-liter predecessor, we would expect it to turn in a comparable 60 miles per hour time of about 7.5 seconds, quick for its class. Braking. As in other VWs, there is a lack of initial braking force that makes it difficult to slow the Beetle smoothly. There's also a lot of pedal travel, so stops require more force than expected. But stopping power is impressive. We measured a very good 115-foot distance in our panic stop test from 60 miles per hour steering. Steering effort is a bit heavier than expected, making the Beetle feel more controllable at highway speeds than its rivals yet very light when maneuvering at low speeds. The thin-rimmed steering wheel feels a little flimsy. Handling. The Dune's raised suspension feels nice around town, but around tight corners, there's a noticeable amount of body roll. Every other Beetle would be better, but none is truly engaging. Don't expect a VW GTI, or even a Golf, in retro clothing. Drivability. The Beetle does most things right and is easy to drive. Its small footprint and standard rear-view camera, plus available front and rear sensors, make it extremely easy to maneuver in tight spaces. Off-road. The Dune features 6.3 inches of ground clearance, which is far from SUV-like but more than you'd get in a car. You can literally take it off the road, but not very far. Comfort. Though Volkswagen plays off the 2018 Beetle style, this is thankfully still a modern-day small car. The seats hug you without being oppressive, and the suspension dispatches road imperfections without transmitting any harshness to the driver. Exterior noise is limited. Seat comfort. The seat bottom isn't long enough to provide taller drivers with outstanding thigh support. Otherwise, the seats feel supportive and comfortable, and the cloth upholstery offers good cushioning. Adjustable lumbar support isn't standard in this class, so we're happy the Beetle offers it. Ride comfort. Even though the Dune's raised suspension doesn't do much for handling, it certainly seems to make this Beetle ride well. Impacts are well controlled, and the Beetle never feels jittery. Any Beetle would be a great road trip car. Noise and vibration. The cabin is insulated from road, tire and wind noise. At highway cruising speeds, the engine is relatively low on the rev range and is fairly quiet. Even when you boot the gas, the Beetle is hushed compared to most rivals. Interior. The Beetle feels airy and bright thanks to its large windows, and the roof is high enough for a pair of tall adults in the front. Visibility out the back is hampered by a small window and thick pillars. Ease of use. The controls are logically placed, clearly labeled and within reach of front seat occupants. The climate controls are simple, and the steering wheel buttons are easy to operate without having to change your grip much. Getting in, jetting out. The fairly large doors make getting into and out of the Beetle easy, but their size can limit how far they can be opened in a parking lot. Rear passengers have a nifty pillar-mounted grab handle to make getting out of the back seats easier. Roominess. There's plenty of headroom for those in the front, although two adults are likely to brush elbows. The rear seats are comfortable, but minimal amounts of leg and headroom diminish their long-distance usefulness. Visibility. Forward and side visibility is just fine, thanks to the large windshield and windows. Rear visibility is compromised due to the large pillars, rear headrests and small rear window. The standard rear view camera and front and rear parking sensors are appreciated. Quality. A slight creaking noise came from the dash in our test car, but otherwise build quality was solid. Interior materials looked and felt fine but weren't class-leading or VW's best. Its hard, body-colored plastic trim is an acquired taste. Utility. There isn't a lot of space in the 2018 VW Beetle for your personal items in the cabin, but the cargo space should be able to accommodate plenty of your larger items. Overall, the Beetle is about average in this category. Small item storage. The gimmicky door nets are a poor substitute for actual cubbies, and the armrest bin doesn't hold much. But there's a good amount of space under the center stack. Cargo space. The Beetle's hatchback design gives it a decent-sized trunk at 15.4 cubic feet. With the 50-50 split folding rear seats stowed, that capacity expands to 30 cubic feet, but it's important to note that these figures represent loading the space to the ceiling. Technology. As far as infotainment systems go, the VW Beetle's isn't cutting edge, but it is relatively easy to use, and the screen resolution is sharp enough to read at a glance. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are found on all but the most basic, optionless S-trim. Audio and navigation. There's a standard 5-inch touchscreen, but the 6.3-inch one is found on most trims. It uses a nice mix of physical and digital controls. It's easy to use and includes CarPlay and Android Auto, but it's a couple inches too small by contemporary standards. Driver aids. A rear view camera is standard, and blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert systems are available, but that's it. Forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking or lane keeping assist aren't offered. Long-term road test. To learn more about the Beetle of this generation, read our updates from a full year of living with a 2012 Volkswagen Beetle. We cover everything from seat comfort to maintenance. Please note that the 2018 VW Beetle differs from our long-term Beetle in that it had a less powerful and efficient engine, and some features were not available. It's the same generation, though, so most of our observations still apply. Read long-term test.